Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of the D2A podcast. I'm Avery.
Normally I'd be the Mario Masters or Diego, but I never put on my glasses, so I'm the Luigi Lasters today.
And I'm Andrew.
And today, like I said, this is the second episode of the podcast. And does anyone want to say anything before we start?
I'm gonna say some things. First of all, thank you guys for watching the first one. You guys seem to like it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make more of these because they're fun. We're actually premiering this one if everything goes according to plan, which it probably should.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna premiere this one. We have 4 new topics today.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoy listening to the podcast. And hopefully Avery doesn't say "yeah" the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All right. Anything else?
No. Just
Okay.
get into it. So,
Okay.
So the first topic is first time playing Minecraft. Who wants to start with that one?
So this is an interesting one because I remember bits and pieces. So one time, the first time I ever played Minecraft was on Pocket Edition. My sister was like, "Hey, check out this really cool game." So I did, and I downloaded it. I was like 7, so I was literally scared of everything in that game. I could not play the game. To play it on peaceful all the time because I would cry. And I was so like freaking terrified. Like that was the scariest game for me. Every time it turned night, I would like usually turn off the game and just.
Oh my god.
That's how terrified I was. Actually horrified of that game. Now I'm like 13. I don't really care anymore. They're not really scary, but yeah.
Wait, I thought you were 14.
Scared.
What?
They used to be scared. What?
You said
No,
now
I'm 13. Oh yeah, I'm 13. I'm only 13. I'm sorry.
Seriously?
Yes. My birthday's in July. It's after the school year.
Interesting.
Anyway, so I used to play the game a lot. My favorite games were Mario, 3D Mario games. So I would play Pocket Edition in third person from the back. I learned very quickly that's not the way to play. And I also just thought that first person was kind of claustrophobic. And, obviously I was learning along the way. My sister taught me, I'm pretty sure the only thing my teacher told me was that you can get a crafting table if you get wood, and then you can make a pickaxe. That's about it, though.
For some reason,
and then
didn't understand.
After that, I made a world, and it was just called the Skyscraper World. And in survival in quotations, because I'm pretty sure I cheated like a bunch.
Oh my god.
But I guess this was an old version of Pocket Edition, so I guess you couldn't really do that too much. But I remember there was this duplication glitch where you could just duplicate diamonds forever. And I did that. So
nice.
I built this giant skyscraper. And one time I was at my grandma's house and accidentally deleted the world, so unfortunately I cannot.
How do you accidentally?
I was freeing up space because I had a bunch of throwaway worlds.
Oh.
And I accidentally deleted the one I wasn't.
Dang.
I was kind of tired then. I didn't cry or anything. I was just kind of sad. I was like, dang. I mean, I shouldn't have been sad because there was no effort put into it at all. I literally cheated at everything. But, yeah. So that's my first time playing Minecraft, I think. It's still one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go next?
I do.
Okay.
So, I was at my friend's house, and he said, check out this cool game. Actually, his older brother said, check out this cool game, and he brought his iPad over and showed me Minecraft. Except, they had this cheats app where you could edit your inventory. You could give yourself, invisible bedrock and this weird stuff, right? Yeah, so you could go in there and you could get cheated stuff. So I remember that you were also able to set worlds from creative to survival, and I had this really good world, and I accidentally corrupted it by setting it between the two too many times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I used to play on mobile, and this was during the era of Nether Reactor cores, and it was amazing.
You still play on mobile, so I guess not a lot has changed. But
well, I mean,
yeah. I mean, mobile used to be a lot worse back then.
Yeah.
Mobile
yeah, it
was like
was
the worst version of the
completely
game ever.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of nostalgic watching the old
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember there was this video that went viral of someone teaching you how to activate a nether reactor core, and it was
yeah,
so
I
fun.
remember when auto jump was a permanent option that you could not turn off.
Honestly,
I don't like auto jump.
I didn't know it was bad because I didn't know anything else. Are you even able to have auto jump on PC?
You can have auto
Yeah.
jump on PC.
I have it off though because it's annoying.
Because why? Why would you? Why?
Because like when you're like trying to like PvP and
Well, maybe
stuff.
if you have like a broken arm.
No, he meant that why would you have it on?
Oh, I thought he said why wouldn't you have it off? I was like, of course you'd have it off.
Yeah, no. Of course you'd have it off. If you guys are watching this, if you don't have auto jump off, we can't be friends. Okay. So, I guess are you gonna continue
guys,
your story?
I have auto jump. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Is that your entire story, Andrew?
Well, not really,
Okay.
because at their house he had this world that he downloaded, and it had ladders placed on the back of another ladder. And I said, "How the frick do you have that?" And he said, "Well, you just place the ladder, and then you place the ladder on the back." And I said, "How do you place the first ladder? Because if you break a block, then the ladder will break." Yeah.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Is it my turn?
Anyway.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're using Zoom. We're not
Yeah.
using FaceTime anymore. I probably should just bring
It's
that
a
up.
lot better. It's way higher quality. Hopefully,
Yes.
I think.
For some reason, I just got the. Actually, never mind. Just keep talking.
Okay. But mine is probably. I mean, it's not a bad story, but it's just like nothing compared to yours, because the first thing I did on Minecraft was I was at one of my friend's house in like first grade, and he was like showing me Minecraft, and I was on a super flat world on PC, and I just placed down TNT and I blew it up. Like I just spammed TNT and blew it up. So that's like
That's what everyone did.
yeah. Well,
That was the
that's
first
my
time.
first time playing Minecraft. So like, but then I played on my old iPad, like my old iPad, and then my old iPad, and then before I got computer. So I guess that's all, because like really it's just boring. I remember before you could play with other people. Not like other people, but like before there was like multiplayer. I remember the first time there was multiplayer, me and Summer were on this world, and then I was like, I can see you. But we were like both Steve.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh!
"I can
Actually,
see
yeah, I
you."
do remember that.
And it was like this world.
I didn't even know that was a feature in the game.
Yeah, there's like this world, and then
Remember when we trolled her with Hero Brian?
I remember. No. I remember one time. I swear to you, unless Summer is still lying about it to this day, which I don't think she was, because that was whenever I was on my old iPad and she had just her iPod. Okay, we were on Minecraft, and this Hero Brian joined the game. Okay, they were just a normal Steve skin, like they were up in there. They were talking all backwards, and then they were like placing like moss, stone, and lava and stuff. And then we placed down cake, and we're like, do you want to be friends? And then it stopped being mean. I swear to you, like, I know I've pranked people with Here Ryan, we've pranked her in the past, but like, this was like, I'm serious. Like, I don't know who it was to this day. I don't think it was her, because there's no one else in our house that plays Minecraft. So
That's weird.
I truly don't know.
Speaking of Herobrine, you guys all remember all those videos that came up and like everyone was so angry that it didn't work because it was just a Minecraft creepypasta.
Oh my god, like the Herobrine
Yeah.
totem thing, like where you
Yeah,
put
the
like
the
netherrack
totems.
and
There was,
gold
like-
and like light it on fire on the top. Oh my god.
Yeah, there was like 15,000 ways to freaking summon
Yeah.
them.
It was so funny.
I remember. Yeah,
I remember
you go.
I was on vacation once, and there was like duplex sort of houses. You could rent like half of the cabin, and then
Mhm.
it would be disconnected from the other person. It's half, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there playing Minecraft, and then this was back when you could join locally.
Oh no.
So they joined from the other house,
Uh-huh.
And I was like, who is this? So next thing, so they just said, I don't know. And I was like, okay, let's play together or something. So they just left, right?
Uh-huh.
And I had this amazing idea to build a structure out of bedrock and make them do like parkour and stuff. And I had and I was invisible. I was in creative. They were in survival, and I would just kill them. It was so
Wow.
funny.
Oh, wow.
But I forget what I was gonna say now. What was I gonna say?
You said I remember something.
I remember. I forget. I literally forget. I forgot what I was gonna say. But so I guess that's all about Minecraft. The next thing we have is embarrassing stories. Now I don't know where to start with this one, so someone else take it off.
There embarrassing stories happen every day, so and both
Okay, I'm just gonna.
you just have to, and you wake up and you can't sleep because you're thinking, man, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, so I'm gonna top everyone right off the bat.
Okay.
So 4th grade, we were playing indoor recess,
Uh-huh.
and for some reason, I put my hands in the air and like leaned back.
Oh God. Yeah.
And this girl was right behind me.
Oh
and I hit her in the face.
no! That makes okay. Just keep on going. I have a good one now.
So the teacher. So first of all, I went, "Are you all right?" She said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine."
Yeah.
She went up to the teacher. "Andrew accidentally hit me in the face, but it's okay." Teacher screams, "Andrew, get over here!"
Wait. Why would she go up to the teacher and say, "Oh, he accidentally hit me. It's okay"? Like, why would you even tell the teacher that?
Well,
I have
maybe
no
because
freaking idea.
if she had like a scar on her face, then maybe the teacher wouldn't know later.
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Are you?
So I remember that I got in trouble, and
Wow.
they were going to send me down to the office, but I cried so much that she took pity on me.
Okay. Are you done with yours? Because I have a really
go
good
ahead,
one.
Avery. Go ahead.
One
I have
that
no idea exactly.
also Diego was there, so
I was literally right behind.
was
you
it
when
this year? Was it this year? Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
the beginning of this year.
The beginning of this year. Okay.
Oh boy.
We would always because we went we would always like run and like go to health after Spanish class because there's like a staircase right there outside of the Spanish room. Yeah. And I was leaving. I don't know what I was doing. I was behind myself and I like swung my arm and I like hit this girl in the face.
Oh,
I
God.
didn't mean to. She was like right there and she didn't even do anything. I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
You guys literally just both walked by like nothing happened.
Yeah, but like, and then I was walking down, I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like I just hit her in the face, and I just kind of felt bad.
I
but
was
it was
laughing so hard.
Like, it happened so quickly that, and then like
Now
I was
you have
like,
to change
it
your
was
name.
like, and then I said, "I'm sorry," and then we continued walking. I don't think, it wasn't that hard. I I just like a
You got off easy.
yeah. But it was just that's not really embarrassing, but it was funny.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an embarrassing. I literally just have one. Oh yeah. So I have something to admit. I don't usually like to wear socks. I think socks are dumb. I don't really think they're that comfortable. I would rather just have a bunch more foot room. Socks make my feet feel claustrophobic, basically. They don't make me feel comfy. So,
Okay.
an example of this, there's been numerous times where I've been walking in the hallway and my shoe is loose
Oh no!
and it just straight up falls off, and everyone can just see my bare feet. And like, at that point, I'm already sweating, and I just quickly put my shoe back. I have to bend over and then tie my shoe, and I was like, "Oh my God." And every time it happens, it's like it happens all the time, and like people are just like, "Why don't you just wear socks?" Like, I don't know.
You should just wear
Wear
socks.
And like I don't want to. Like the only time I ever wore socks was whenever I did hockey, and I don't do hockey anymore. So now
You know
I
they
have
make special
socks.
shoes for not wearing socks.
Really?
Yeah, they're called sandals.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't. That's the one I can think of right now. I'm pretty sure I could think of more. Maybe we can add on to this some other
Yeah,
podcast.
I have one
There's-
more.
Okay.
Is anyone else want one before I go?
There you go.
Okay.
I don't have anything. No.
Well, at the beginning of the school year, I got a schedule change, and it was the most awkward thing. I had to like go from the principal's office, okay, with my new schedule, and she was like, when you go in to the class, you go to the teacher and be like, show them your schedule, and like say like I'm in this class now, and so I had to go up, and it was like citizenship science, okay. I had to go up.
What was the teacher's first letter of their name?
Oh, it was my normal science teacher. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
okay. And I went up there and I knocked on the door. Some kid answered it. But it was like one of those, like, everyone was like looking, like when you walk in, everyone was like looking at me. And they're like, oh, it's Avery. And then I just walked in and then I was like, I'm in this class now. And then she just sat me with like at some table. And then the worst one was ever I had to go into my new math class. And because I was like walking. And then my math teacher was like, oh, hello. And then I was like, yeah, I'm in this class now. And then I kind of just sat down. And it wasn't that bad. But I like walked into the science room. And everyone's just like, it's Avery. I was like, okay. Because like, that was like
I
a really...
realized you had your shirt on inside out. I'm just kidding.
It was a really bad class though. Like all the kids in that science class were so bad. So like they were probably all glad that I was there because they're like, oh my god, I'm smart, even though I'm not smart. So like, I don't know what they were talking about. So
I just thought of a really good moment.
Okay,
This didn't happen at school, so which means none of you guys got to experience this.
ooh.
But it actually happened at hockey practice.
Ooh.
oh, I've done that before. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Anyway, I missed a few days because honestly, after I got like more into hockey, my 7th year of hockey, I was getting burned out. Like I still like the sport, but like I didn't really feel like going to the practices or anything because like I felt like I already knew everything, which I obviously didn't. But you know, I just think I don't prefer the practices to the games basically. So basically, at the end of a practice, they got all these lines together. Apparently, they did something like this last practice, which I didn't attend because I told my mom I straight didn't want to go. So I didn't know what was going on, so I had one of them explain it to me. And they're like, "Oh, so we're just doing a lap around the thing. It's like a relay race. So basically, to test our skating, how fast we can skate, we did like a relay race. For some reason, I could not process that at all, and I was the first in line, right?
No.
So there was cones on the ice. They weren't circling the entire rink. They were circling the one corner me and all the other players were.
Oh no.
By the way, I don't really talk to people at hockey because honestly, they all kind of suck. But you know, anyway, I went around those cones instead of the entire rink, and I just hear them all screaming at me.
Oh my god.
I'm like, oh god. So I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do? So he's like, go around the entire rink, and I go around the entire rink. But I actually do a second lap. So
Amazing.
I don't even know how that even happened.
Oh,
I
God.
straight up was so tired that I didn't even want to. I was so tired that like I couldn't even process that. Every other practice after that, it was fine because I actually know what I was doing, and they actually made it harder. Like you had to dribble a puck during that entire thing. Like which wasn't that difficult, but you know, it was still more challenging than the first time. But I will never forget that first time whenever I straight up did 2 laps and went around the wrong circle. It was dumb. It was really dumb, and I'm pretty sure they all hate me for that, and I don't even know why that even happened. But you know, it happens. It happens. You know,
Things happen.
that's just how life be.
Okay.
I can back this up. Hockey people are evil.
They hate you, and they're mean,
Blame Canada.
and they're kind of annoying. But yeah, that's my story. That's
Okay,
my
since
idea.
you two each told 2 stories, I'm gonna have to tell an extra one.
Okay.
I can't exactly think of anything, so I'm just gonna stall. But embarrassing stories are what keep people alive because sometimes they're just really interesting. And if you're about to die but you want to hear the rest of it, you won't, so it'll keep you alive. Embarrassing moment. I was playing Minecraft last week, and this dude joined, and apparently he knew me from a stream.
Oh God.
And then I called him a hacker, and he said, "OMG, you're Asian bankrupt from the stream."
Oh. Oh
And
my
then
God.
I said, "Yeah, you're a hacker."
I okay. Actually, I have one more story, and then that's it. That's it. My entire 4th grade year. Okay, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
The next thing
All right.
I'm gonna let you two talk about because I don't know exactly all about this, but it's your guys' game development.
Oh my gosh.
I think
It
game
was
development.
meh.
I think game development is kind of an overstatement. Because we didn't do any developing. We
drew
just
pictures.
basically just did a bunch of concept art. So, do you remember a lot about this, Andrew? Because I remember it quite a bit.
No,
Yes.
I remember a lot of it.
Yeah, I do remember a lot of it. So, in 5th grade, it started as a running joke between me and Andrew. Which, by the way, I guess this was like the first time I ever was friends with Andrew.
Yeah,
Which
'cause
I
used
mean,
to
I
hate
guess
you. I used to say I don't like you because I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
freaking
wow.
meanie face. Okay, anyway, so I used to, I hang out with Andrew because I didn't really know anybody in that class, so I was just like, oh, new friends, neat. So new people. Andrew was one of those new people. In our class, we were making up this game in our head. I was like, do you remember that final boss? And it was just like a bunch of different genres. It was just a really big, long running joke. And then in the middle of class that one day, we kept the running joke going for at least an hour. And then Andrew's like, why don't we just make the game? And I was like, okay. So we actually started making the game. So the game was called Meh. I can't remember why it was called Meh.
We
But I
predicted the
remember
emoji
story.
movie.
I remember the story. So there was this evil guy. His name was Zerg. And he was turning the entire world into pixels. And that's basically all I remember of the story. But you were a stick guy, I think. You were a stick man.
Yeah. Isn't Zerg the guy from Toy Story?
Yeah, it's like that thing.
Yeah, Zerg.
That robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that neither of us knew how to program, so we just drew a lot of
Yeah.
pictures.
And we didn't want to admit that we didn't
I don't
know how
know,
to
they were
program,
probably
so
pretty
we
good.
just kept doing pictures. But basically, Zerg was this really big guy with like a crown, and he had like a detached mouth. He had like a detached jaw, and he was just this floating creature. But yeah, the entire game, you were a stick man named Meh, and you had a sword, and it was meant to be a 2D side scroller, I think. But at the same time, it was kind of like was it meant to ever be a collectathon, or was that just I can't remember. But yeah, I think it was just a 2D platformer side scroller thing. That's a lot of.
Was this 4th or 5th grade?
Yeah. So in 5th grade, we got like half the classroom to get along with this. I think we even got Avery, but I don't think she remembers that much of it. They were drawing a bunch of. They were drawing a bunch of concept art. I remember you drew the disc, Andrew. You drew like the box art and everything.
You should try to. I mean, I'm sure you can't find them, but if you still had, that'd be cool to insert pictures. But I highly doubt.
I was actually just looking for them.
Yeah.
I found my 4th grade binder and I was looking through it.
Neat.
Did you find anything?
But it's not 4th grade; it's 5th grade.
Oh yeah, 5th grade. Yeah, it was 5th grade.
Did you
I
find it?
found those like word collage things that people gave us.
Oh, I have mine.
You know,
Mine is hanging up on my fridge.
Yeah, mine's in my closet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this. By the way, this was all in 5th grade, so we weren't that smart. But we at least knew that we wanted to do something. We collaboration. In fact, I even got Andrew's phone number, his home phone.
Whoa.
And he never called me back. I didn't have.
You probably just called my mom because that was like the only phone number I knew.
Yeah. I can't remember because I remember I called from my mom's phone. So I can't remember if there was something up with my phone because I remember I had a phone. I definitely had a phone.
Bro,
But I don't know why I was using my mom's phone.
Imagine.
That's really weird. I don't know. But I remember you left me a voicemail and everything, and I just never called you back. By the end of the year, we were just like, we don't know how to code. So we were like, why don't we learn how to code? We were like, okay, let's learn how to code. And then we realized this is boring, so we didn't.
Science class 6th grade, learning coding, be like.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here.
Okay.
That entire thing was the dumbest
Everything
thing
she did was so dumb. Like, I did not like that class at all.
The thing about the coding thing, right? It was HTML code, which since then I've gotten better at that because I have actually a bit of research.
But what does coding have to do with science anyway? Like,
I mean, it's computer science,
but
no, that's not the problem.
It's not science. Okay,
Oh my! Every other freaking line, she had something wrong. So I remember she had she was missing. You know how you have to have those greater than, less than signs after each one of the things.
Mm-hmm.
She would forget one of those, or she'd forget the slash to close it.
Oh, and then she would like blame it on us or something. I forget.
Yeah, and then she'd blame the kids. You didn't follow it right. You didn't follow it right. And then whenever she'd go type it in, do the freaking work for you.
We could like make a whole subject on 6th grade science class for like the next
Oh my god,
podcast.
that's my worst. That's my least favorite class that I've ever had.
Literally.
Who did you have for 6th grade science?
Miss G.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have her.
Who did? There's another.
It was Mrs. C.
I had Miss C.
Oh. Okay.
And Miss C was actually really nice. So.
All right. Do we want to move on?
Casual
because
flex.
we're kind of getting off topic here.
Let's move
on. I guess. Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about. Basically, summarize. We wanted to make a game. We didn't make a game. The end.
Okay, so I remember World 6. I remember World 6 was a graveyard, and you said it had something to do with Mario games, but I don't exactly remember. And I remember I drew out a level layout, and it was like a ghost house, but it was the simplest thing. You have to go through this wall, and it's like you swim under it, and then you go into the house, and you have to defeat a monster, and that's it. And this is World freaking 6. It's not like it was
I don't think we didn't necessarily have progressing difficulty yet.
Oh yeah, we literally just bullcrapped it.
I think what we should have done was started from World 1 and then progressively make the levels harder and harder.
Well, I think you
not just start at World 6.
You said that we should go with a Mario game thing. You said we should do World 1 is the plains, World 2 is the desert, World 3 is like the tundra.
Oh yeah. I was completely drained of original ideas. Now if we made a game like that, with all the Mario themes, I don't think it would be the most original game ever.
Honestly, yeah.
But yeah, it would be kind of dumb. But yeah, Mario games, whenever they have the those world layouts, I just feel like they do it a lot, so it kind of gets mundane. So if we put that in another series of games, I feel like that'd just be kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we wanted to put ourselves in the game, or at least I want to put myself
in the game.
I remember that. As NPCs, just as a little bonus. But that's basically all I remember. I remember the final boss level is called the Rush of Zerg.
Oh yeah,
because
wasn't there something called Zerg Rush?
Yeah, on Google.
Yeah.
If you put in Zerg Rush on Google, in the Google search bar, a bunch of O's will come attack your freaking webpage.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
If you don't know Zerg Rush, get out from under the rock that you live on.
Honestly,
I think Avery, I don't think you can live on a rock if you live under it.
Huh?
I honestly
I don't think you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying this.
I honestly think most people don't know about Zerg Rush or even the Pac-Man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah.
That's our game development, or game development in quotations.
Yeah, really. That's
To be
big
honest.
quotation marks, like Japanese ones, like the corner brackets.
Yeah, those ones.
But yeah. So we're ready to.
Those are 10 pin. Yep. Let's go to the final topic.
The final
Final
topic.
topic.
Pets.
Segue.
Pets.
Does someone?
We have a lot to talk about.
Oh,
Pets.
I kind of want to start because I haven't started one.
Okay, you can start. You can start.
If you don't know my channel, or I guess I don't. Okay, so I have a dog named Chippy, and I have 4 cats.
Yes.
We're gonna start
Yes.
with Chippy and work our way through the cats.
My
Chippy,
goodness.
he is a
He's a dog. Next.
he's a he's a he's a he's a Chihuahua Terrier mix. He has blue eyes, and he is very cute and very nice, but barks a lot at people he doesn't know, and just in general, he barks a lot.
He barked at me whenever I tried to get my Spanish folder, and I sabotaged the entire
And you just
live stream.
saluted in the doorway.
I saluted in the doorway, and I didn't know how to leave, so I was just, okay, bye.
He weighs 27 pounds 3 ounces.
No,
He
he weighs
is
like
approximately 1 foot 6 inches tall,
okay.
and he sheds with a percentage of.
He literally weighs like
67%
I think like
hair.
18 pounds.
Only
Um,
18.
But so and he's actually
I
the
was just
dog.
making fun of how descriptive you're being.
He's the dog in my logo, and
Oh, wow.
he is a god. So, moving on to my cats. My favorite cat is Big Gray. He's the oldest.
Don't pick favorites, Avery. If they're watching this, they'll get mad.
Sorry, he is still my favorite. He's gray and he's big. He's big and he's gray. That's why his
The
name
other
is
ones
Big
are
Gray.
very close behind.
Then we've got Rocky, who's my new kitten. We got him on, is it Leap Day? Is that what it's called? February 29th.
Yeah.
Leap Day is a video game for your phone.
Well, we got him on the leap year day thingy.
February 29th.
And he's a tabby, and he is very chill. I'm surprised. Next
Wow.
is Bear. He is a white, I don't know what, just
Bear.
a white domestic cat.
Bear.
He
Oh yeah, he talks.
talks so much. He meows a lot. He has a personality, and it's always scary because sometimes when he doesn't meow, we always think something's wrong with him because like he always meows.
Like he's go, BB. And
Yeah. His nickname is BB because, well, his name is Bear. And then we started calling him Bear Bear. And then now it's BB or like whatever. He has like a ton of names. So.
Real quick, did you know that whenever cats meow, it means they're in pain because it spells meow?
Okay, for a second
I'm
I thought
sorry.
you were onto something, but then it kind of just.
Yeah. Okay, next cat.
The last cat is Lily, and she is a tabby, and she is very nice to like literally only us in the house. Anyone else, she is the absolute devil to.
Okay, you
And-
said she's very nice, and I was like, but then you said to it.
Yeah, literally anyone else, even like my Nana and stuff. She's iffy with my Nana, but anyone else, other than like me and my sister and my dad and my mom, she will be like, "Oh, come pet me," and then she'll like swat. She's not like, she doesn't. I mean, I think she could actually hurt you. I mean, she hasn't. I don't think ever scratched someone or anything, but she's just vicious. So yeah, that's my animal.
Don't you have fish in your kitchen?
Well, yeah, but they're just fish.
You don't
How many?
count them as family?
No.
Avery, I can't believe you. I don't even think you've even brought up your fish in your video.
Well, I mean, if we want to get specific, well, I really don't. The fish always die, so like it's like in and out. It's fluctuating which fish we have. So like, I mean,
My goodness, why do you even have them then?
we did used to have, well, not like all the time fish are dying, like every once in a while, but
I
we
thought you
used
meant,
to
like,
have
constantly, like, you have to
we
get a
used
new
to
one
have some notable
Every day,
fish,
a
some
new
notable
fish
fish, other than like the betas that we've had, like just the normal, other than them, like the actual like fish. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but there's this thing. It looked like it's like a giant algae eater. I don't know what they're called, but it was one we used to have called Big Guy at like our old house.
Big guy.
He was
Big
a big guy, and and then
How do you know it's a guy? Are you assuming it's gender?
I mean no, but that was just his name, Big Guy.
Okay.
So and then another one was this gray fish called Butterball, and he would always he would swim, he would jump up out of the water, like he would swim all the way up and then like go like straight back down and like keep on doing that. And it was entertaining. And then if I had to pick one more fish, it would probably be the flying foxes that we had. There was this like really big one. And he the way he died, he actually jumped out of the tank. We had him for a while though, so he like jumped out of the tank and then couldn't go back in. So
Was this before you had any cats?
no, this was like recent, like a couple months ago.
Oh,
I had a catfish that lived for 3 years.
how big did it get?
It got, like, I'd say, it didn't really get that big. It was kind of old, to be honest. But
Seriously, some catfish are freaking big.
Yeah.
yeah, some catfishes are like really giant. For some reason, this one was kind of actually small. It was like the size of if you were to put like your thumb and your finger and spread them far apart, and then you made a U with them. Then that's how big you were.
Oh.
He was really small. I don't know why he was that small because a bunch of catfish get like really big.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someone was drawn to them. Maybe it wasn't even a catfish. Maybe I was lied to.
Maybe it wasn't like a wild one. I
Yeah,
don't
it was
know.
probably
Maybe
just
wild
like a
one.
pet fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanna?
Andrew, talk about your hamsters.
I had some hamsters once.
The end.
Next topic.
Okay, my turn. So the oldest pet I can remember that I've had was this cat named Paloma. She was old. She was this big white cat. She was really fat because she didn't go anywhere. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she died like when I was like 5, so I don't really remember her. But
I didn't know we were talking about old pets, but
yeah, we can. I mean,
just yeah.
I'm just talking about
yeah.
old pets. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
I can.
I had this cat named Shawnee. She was really fun too. I think she was like my favorite cat ever. And unfortunately in 4th grade, that was one of the saddest days of my life. At least I got a bunch of attention that day. Because my
Wow.
freaking cat died.
Being the kid whose cat died.
That sounds so terrible.
Well, the way
Okay,
you said that, I got a lot of attention that day.
I got popularity from my dead cat.
Okay. Anyway, and to make things worse, absolutely worse. I know it sounds like I have a bunch of dead pets, but I swear, some are alive.
Yeah.
And this one's really sad. I'm sorry. So I had this cat. His name was Professor Benedict. And he was a professor because, of course, he was. Whenever we got him, he had this like weird eye illness, and he died the next day.
Oh my goodness.
So we only had him for one day, and then we lost him the next. I didn't go to school that day because I was really sad.
This is depressing.
Yeah. But now let's talk about the ones that are living.
Well, okay, I'm going to talk about a funny thing.
Okay.
So, right up the street from where I used to live was a farm, and animals would not constantly, once an animal escaped from it, and it was a goat.
Oh god.
And it came down to my house, and there was just kind of a goat there. And we were like, what the frick is up with this goat? So we were like, oh, it's probably from up the street. But it was like the middle of the night. So we were like, yeah, we'll just keep it overnight. So we tied it up to the tree. Like we had like dog collars, so we put one on that and tied it to the tree. And it was just kind of there. We fed it, whatever. I don't remember exactly. My brother tried to sit on it, but he got hurt because it like knocked him off of his stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty good for a couple days.
Yeah, I have a before you continue, Diego. I have something like that at my old house. There was apparently one of our neighbors had chickens, or I don't even know if that's where it came from. But one day there was just a chicken outside our house in the bushes. So then we took it up to this farm that my dad knows people. But yeah, you can continue though. That was just I thought of that.
Anyway, I have live pets. Surprisingly, after all that.
Oh wow!
I have a cat. I have a cat named Maya. She's really fat. She's actually on my foot right now.
Oh wow.
And her nicknames are Mayo, and Roly Poly.
Yes.
Because she's really fat. She is actually the mother of my other cat, Dr. Cuddles.
Whoa.
Who his name was actually originally Mr. Cuddles, but he went to college, got his degree. He became a doctor. So
cool.
Yeah, he is more of an outside cat. He actually is skinny. Maya doesn't leave the house, so she gets zero exercise. She really needs to get exercise because I'm pretty sure she doesn't leave this room. I don't think she's ever been. I don't think she's been upstairs in at least 3 months. And that's kind of sad, but that's fine. I have a Chihuahua. I have a Chihuahua named Spike. He, according to the intelligence list of dog breeds, they are number 67. So they're very smart.
Dang, it's so close.
Yes. Oh yes, you're right. Anyway, I have a dog named Spike. He's been here for 7 years. I just got him because I did really good on my report card in 2nd grade. It's sad that I can't repeat those grades today. But otherwise, I'd probably get another Chihuahua. But I remember one day, somebody who no longer lives with me. I will not disclose that information, but he brought this Chihuahua, and he was just walking out of the car, and I literally cried. I was so happy.
Was he?
And then I got Gracie.
Yeah.
What?
Was he always deaf?
I can't. I'm gonna have to ask my mom because I don't actually know.
Okay.
But he is deaf. Yes, he is deaf. I don't even know if he knows his own name. But he's not very smart to begin with.
Paper in front of him.
Yes, he's not very smart to begin with. So I also have a dog named Gracie. That's what my 2nd channel is named after. You should probably go check that out.
Biggleton.
Her last name's Biggleton because she's really big. And
Not really
she is 2 different things. She is 1, the greatest thing to ever exist, and 2, the biggest pain I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. And now we have Jim. I just got Jim 2 weeks ago, and he's a kitten. And yes, his name's Jim, and we can't do anything about that.
Jim's an epic name, though, so it's fine.
Yes, Jim is incredible. Jim's my dad. I'm sorry.
No way.
Okay, all right. Next topic.
That's it, actually. That's the last topic.
Oh, yeah, we did 4.
Okay, so
last topic is the outro.
What?
Last topic is the fact that I don't like storms.
The last topic is the outro. We can talk about that next episode. We can talk about that next episode. Don't worry.
Okay.
That gives us
Hey
content.
guys, welcome back.
Yeah, so
what topic should we do for the next episode? Leave in the comments below.
make sure to comment. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Like Diego said, tell us what topics you'd like to see us talk about in possibly the next episode or just future episodes in general. And does anyone have final closing thoughts?
I hope you guys enjoyed the premiere. This is the first premiere on the channel, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Maybe one day we should do an actual live one where we're just talking.
This is gonna be the only series that ever goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is
I can't hold a series for garbage.
Yeah.
So
I had a series that went on 14 episodes called High Score, and I'd play these games and get a good score.
Yeah. We genuinely enjoy making these podcasts, so
we should do a live one, for the 50th or not 50th.
Number 69.
No,
Yes.
like 10.
The 420th.
Yeah, that one. Okay. So,
What? Wait. Are you
My
suggesting we're doing
isn't gonna go on
420 of
that
these?
long, is it?
I mean, you never know.
We might be doing this until we're 50. Okay? And we just are we even gonna still be friends then? Are we even gonna be still playing Minecraft?
Nah, I'm gonna
We
be
don't
dead.
have to
What?
play
I'm just
Minecraft to
kidding.
make
I'm just
these.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, we're still gonna do gaming on this sometimes. But we do like doing podcasts, and Avery already does a bunch of gaming anyway, so
Yeah. Okay. We should probably end it. It's about to be 50
You should
minutes
check
long.
out my channel. I don't do anything.
Channels in descriptions. In description.
we
Yeah,
love
do that.
you. No homo.
What?
Obviously.
Okay, I'm just gonna end it.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more wacky shenanigans.
No,
Goodbye.
I'm ending it.